No, it's getting closer! The hull is live! It's moving, Squid! Hey, Sal!
95% of Earth's ocean remains unexplored. More people have walked on the moon than have visited the deepest point of our planet. At 8,000 meters, the pressure is over 1,000 atmospheres, enough to crush a car like a soda can in milliseconds. This is a place where only nightmare biology survives. My name is Captain Thomas Merrick, and 2 months ago I was part of a classified research team on the vessel Deep Voyager. We weren't just mapping the abyss. We were looking for Anomaly 347, a powerful, repeating signal detected on deep space sonar, not coming from above, but from the dark depths below. The horizon abyss is a region of the Pacific where the ocean floor seems to swallow the light. Our sonar readings showed an immense repeating pattern, almost like a massive sub-oceanic computer system communicating across the darkness. The frequency was so low it vibrated our ship, a constant hum that nested deep in our bones. My team, including Dr. Anya Petrova, an AI systems expert, was tasked with sending a specialized submersible, the Abyssal Eye, down for closer observation. The Abyssal Eye began its descent. We watched its lights cut through the crushing blackness, a thin line of light in a universe of shadow. At 4,000 meters, we saw life forms that were nothing short of nightmarish, jellyfish as translucent and alien as ghosts. But at 8,000 meters, the biology stops. The light is absent. There is only an absolute, heavy silence that presses against the titanium hull. Anya sat by the sonar station, her face pale in the blue light. "Signal confirmed," she whispered. "The pulse is strengthening. It's too precise. It's almost organic." We descended further, and then the lights caught something, a structure, ancient and colossal, carved from black glass-like volcanic stone. It wasn't a wreck, it was a city. Miles of perfectly ordered geometric structures stretching across the ocean floor, and at the very center, the source of the anomaly, a perfect obsidian ziggurat, a massive tower pulsing with a faint, repeating ultraviolet light, the city that time and sunlight had completely forgotten. But we weren't alone. As we maneuvered near the tower, a sound erupted through our external audio, not a machine's ping, but a wet, rattling breathing. The signal isn't a code, it's a pulse, a heartbeat. Suddenly, the tower's light flared. A hairline fracture appeared on our viewport, and a black, oily substance began to weep from the metal. The pressure was finally penetrating the craft. The geometric structures on the ocean floor started to move. The very architecture itself was realigning, forming a titanic structure like a vast opened palm. We were trapped. Through the cracked glass, something massive was stirring in the absolute blackness. It wasn't a creature, it was an environment, an ancient organism composed of pure, crushing pressure. It twisted and curled like a leviathan, and at the center of that mass, a singular, massive eye, 50 feet across, began to open. Anya's systems were crashing, but the central speaker emitted her own distorted voice, screaming on a loop. And then the voice changed. It became heavy and wet. "We have secured the perimeter for your safety, Merrick." The entity's eye blinked, and a wave of compressed energy slammed into us. Anya's face was distorted in a silent scream. A second later, the tower erupted into a blinding flash, and every system in our submersible died. We were powerless, miles from the surface, with a crack growing in our only window. The last thing I remember was that colossal eye, blinking slowly. It didn't look with anger. It looked with absolute, crushing indifference. I saw an ancient god waiting in the deepest part of the world. The Deep Voyager found the abyssal eye empty 3 days later. The submarine was perfectly intact. The city had vanished from sonar, and the anomaly was silent. The only thing left was a recording of Anya's voice, screaming for help on a continuous loop. Do you trust the shallow waters you swim in? Do you really believe we are the masters of this planet? If you were trapped in that abyss, what would your first instinct be? Fight or run? Sleep well tonight, and maybe stay close to the shore.